So we're up at the start for a heat of the girls' eights. That is the Prince Phillip Challenge Cup. Used to be the Coxfords, the Prince Phillip, but when they discontinued the Open Coxfords, they gave that name to the girls' eights, and it's been a fantastically successful event. We have got the Groton School from the USA on the left of your picture, and on this side we've got Emanuel School, who came through qualifiers. It is an incredible story, the Emanuel School story. They have come through qualifiers. They had a boys' eight here we'll see this afternoon, who are racing St Paul's. That's going to be a tough race. But this is a young eight. 5 of them come back next year. And the coaches, Hannah Blakey has been on maternity leave. Patrick Bealey has been coaching Emanuel. And it's fantastic. We're probably not going to see too much of Emanuel later in the race, but just for these young women, Peter, incredible to be on the Henley course in a heat of the Prince Phillip.
Yeah, remember they qualified to come through here as well, and again an international crew. They don't come over for no reason. It's not done, Emanuel School, and full disclosure, we're meant to be impartial, but I've got a soft spot for the Emanuel School. There's one athlete in particular. I met her parents at an event last week, and sent her a video message before qualifying, and it just, so the connection in the world rowing community and rowing community, it warms my heart, so I'm still really rooting for Emanuel School.
I think that's Amelia Cousins, I think. We were talking about that earlier, which is a lovely little story. So let's turn our attention to the Groton School USA. Went co-ed in the 70s, and girls started to row there almost straight away. They've got a lovely boathouse, the Bingham Boathouse, 3 bays of rowing shells, loads of ergers. They row on the Nashua River, and Groton School have done ever so well. They did great at Reading Amateur Regatta. They won Women's Academic 8. They beat Wallingford in Junior 8s the day before, and on Henley's course, they beat Latimer, who were pre-qualified, and this is a lot of great information. And one of the things that helps us in our commentary is that Tom Morgan and his staff at Junior Rowing News prepare lots of information for us, and great shout out to Junior Rowing News for that. So we're looking at the Groton bowwoman Gabriella Gill there. She's just 17. Would you believe there's a 15-year-old, I think, in front of her, Isabel Holcomb. And unusual to have a 15-year-old in the boat, but obviously got a lot of promise. You can see her just there. I'm just wondering, so they probably would have borrowed this boat, I guess, from one of the university colleges or something, Pete, when they came over here. That won't be their racing shell from America.
Yeah, I wish I knew who lent them the boat as well, because it's a long way to come, so borrowing a boat is very, very common. Whilst we're looking as well, I've just seen a bucket rig. Go on, Martin. What
I was just going to say, Pete, the Cox has got little stickies of paper in front of her stuck onto Strokes rigger. And I don't know if the producer can give us a shot. That was a lovely shot we saw. But you could see that sticky paper is almost like the Cox was remembering, you know, what she had to say. That is Lynn Marr, the 17-year-old Cox. And you were talking about the bucket riggers at the time.
Yeah, it's amazing the things we can pick up from a commentary box, but we'll never quite know unless we go and speak to them afterwards. That all the little subtleties behind the scenes. What I picked up on there is it's unusual. It's not unusual to have a bucket rig, so it can be a tandem rig, but it is quite unusual to have it at 6 and 7. So the stroke is on bow side, then we've got stroke sider at 7 and a stroke sider at 6, and then a bow sider back at 5. So that back bucket in the stern, it probably feels quite isolating for the bow seat. That's a lot of distance. Sorry, I said bow seat, I meant 5 seat. There's a lot of distance between the 5 oar and the stroke oar, and if the aim is to pass a rhythm down the boat, that could be quite isolating. You'd have to be a very skillful 5 seat. So Martin will tell us who that is, but credit to them.
Yeah, that's Hannah Galley in the 5 seat, and just thinking, I'm just trying to work out what time it is if you're joining us in the USA for this Henley coverage, and it will be something just before midday, I guess. So it's the morning, so it'll be in the morning in the USA. And if you're watching this, just maybe you've had your breakfast, and this is something to wake up to. Lots of relatives, lots of friends. I know many supporters of Groton School will be over here at the regatta, and they will look to see this crew progress, hopefully, through to the next round of racing in the Prince Phillip Challenge Cup for girls 8s. They are comfortably ahead of their opponents from Emanuel School, who we spoke about earlier. But here come Groton, and this is a noise like no other as they come up to the finish line.
Great to see. Congratulations.
Groton School make very sedate and stately progress up to the finish line. They've dominated this race, but this takes nothing away from their opponents from Emanuel School, who we see. Congratulations in the Groton boat there. Emanuel School qualified an 8 for the Prince Philip and also a boys' 8 for the Princess Elizabeth, which is an amazing achievement for the South West London School. Congratulations to Emanuel, and your presence at the regatta has been greatly appreciated. So, there's confirmation. Groton School beat Emanuel in the heat of the Prince Philip Challenge Cup.